had a friend approach me yesterday and he said, I really need your help. I don't even know if I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing right now. My name is Michael Carlson. I'm a certified financial planner with Carlson Wealth Advisors. And today I want to talk to you about kind of a hierarchy of financial planning. Where to start, what you should be doing along the way, how to wrap everything up nicely in a bow. Some of this stuff might seem really basic. You might be doing some of this stuff. I promise you there is going to be something that you can take away from this, no matter where you are in life. These principles apply to everybody. And the very first thing is that of cash flow. If you are spending more than you are taking in, you are probably in trouble. Now, some exceptions may apply. If you are a student, you're taking on debt for a worthwhile education, then okay, there's an exception. Even then, you need to be striving to do all you can to reduce the amount of debt you have to take on, scholarships, grants, etc., etc. Don't need to belabor the point here. Want to make sure that your cash flow is in good shape. For retirees, this means that if you are living on a fixed income or your investments can only support so much income and you are spending more than that, you need to make some drastic changes so that you don't run out of money before you run out of life, right? Bad place to be. Once cash flow is in order, and if you're in your working years, I like to see people saving 20-25% of what they're bringing in. The next thing is that risk management piece, okay? You need to make sure you've got safety nets in place, emergency fund. Also, obviously make sure you've got all the proper insurances in place, your homeowners, your auto, your umbrella policy, super important. But make sure you've got enough cash on hand to cover the deductibles. If something major happens to your house, it's not unreasonable to see deductibles in the tens of thousands of dollars, depending on what type of insurance you have there. The next thing, you've got those things in place, is that's when we start investing more heavily. We start saving more toward the future. And I'm going to tell you that where you invest those dollars, whether it's with this mutual fund company, with this group of stocks, whatever it is less important than you saving enough. Okay, when you're looking at your investments, you want to say, how much can I set aside? How much am I going to need? When am I going to need it? And then start saving in the proper places as much as you can. Let that money grow and work for you over time. The next piece kind of ties into that is going to be your tax planning. As life goes on, it tends to get more complicated. Normally, that's going to peak at the same time that your earnings or income peaks. But even into retirement, there's a lot of moving pieces and parts. This is where you want to really start considering professional help, right? Somebody who can point out those things that you just aren't going to be aware of. Whatever you do, whatever your career is, you've probably got certain specializations that I don't know anything about. I used to change my own brakes. Cars have become a lot more complicated. I pay somebody else to take care of that stuff. There's other places where I need to spend my time, and the same is true for you. In the tax planning piece, you want to do everything you can to lower your tax bill. That's going to make everything else easier. If you've got extra cash flow because you're saving 5, 6, 10%, whatever off of your tax bill, that is going to compound over the years and make a big difference for your financial future. The last piece I'll touch on is estate planning. Here, absolutely is a place where you need to get professional help. You want to find a good estate planning attorney who can walk you through all those things, but there are some simple things that you can be doing along the way as well. For beneficiary designations, for example, on life insurance, on retirement accounts, on investment accounts, on bank accounts, I would at least once a year be reviewing who you have named as beneficiary on those things, okay? Life changes all the time. Somebody's born, somebody dies, you get married, you get divorced. Situations change, and beneficiary designations is not normally top of mind at those times. That's why I say review once a year. You might be surprised what you find sometimes. And on top of that, I want to make sure that the other documents are up to date as well. Your will, your power of attorneys, your healthcare directives, any trusts that you may or may not have. So, really general overview here, but these are the main things you want to make sure you're hitting when you're thinking about your financial present and your financial future. If you have any questions about any of these things, please reach out. Love to help you out, send you in the right direction if help is needed elsewhere, and have a great day.